Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. Today we're going to be looking at this Jorest 19 and 1 multi screwdriver. Now I'm not going to lie, this was a little bit of an impulse purchase. I'm not familiar with this company, but what I've been working on is putting together a small tool bag that I can throw into my day sack. If I'm going to be gone for the day or two, I don't want to bring a large toolkit, but I want to be able to solve some problems and carry tools like these little Knipex, pliers, um, just some people would call it a EDC toolkit, but really something that I can just throw in the truck or throw in my day bag and that kind of thing. This was kind of an intriguing multi-bit that like I say, I'm not familiar with this company, but I went ahead and ordered one, and let's take a look at it and see what we got going on here. Um, let's see, this is made in China. Um, here's the SKU, and of course I'll put a link to this down there in the doogly doo if you want to order one. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so it comes with a nice little nylon belt bag. And what do we have in here? Okay, so there's the driver, and let's see. Okay, there's looks like a bit extension bit there, and this is interesting. There's little springs and some ball bearings and a little Allen key. So looks like maybe you could make some repairs on this if you needed to. Now down in the bag, hopefully you can see, there is a spot for your bit, which that's handy. Velcro enclosure. Seems to be well built, and that's not really tight in there. Maybe you could fit a couple more things in there. So it being loose is perhaps not a bad thing. All right, so this is an interesting kind of setup here. You can see you have all these bits lined up, and to get them out, it appears, let's see, how do we do this? Yeah, it appears, okay, there's a slot there. So say you want this one here. This is a T15H, S2T15, Torts. So you just slide that out, pop it in, and then you rotate that again, and that keeps all of your bits from coming out. Now this spins, so you could put some force down on it as such and twist that way. Let's get the bit extension out and pop it in there. Yeah, this is a unique design. I hadn't seen anything quite like this. And gosh, 19 different bits. Let's look and see what we've got here. I'll try to get the light there for you. So we got a PZ3, 2, and 1. Phillips 3, 2, and 1. Then we got our, well, I guess you'd call it a Robertson square drive in the 2, 1, and double aught. And what do we have here? Let's see. Okay, so you got hex drive there. 3 different sizes of hex drive. Now, one thing about this is, if you want to get all the way down here, you have to remove the 2 ahead of it. But that's a sacrifice that you're making to fit this many bits into this driver. And then of course there's a few different sizes of flathead, and then you've got Torx. So yeah, I think we covered them all right there. Um, huh? You know, I'm gonna have to try this out and see if I like it. It's a clever design. Um, it's actually fairly comfortable in the hand, despite how it looks. You would think maybe there was some jagged edges or something like that, but there really isn't. Um, I could see how maybe you could accidentally twist that and some of the bits come out, but they don't come just flying out of there. It doesn't seem. I don't know. It's kind of an interesting take on the multi-bit bit driver. Let me know in the comments if you guys are familiar with this company, Jorest. It says here, Red Dot winner of 2024. I'm not sure quite what that is. Man, the mosquitoes are thick out here tonight. Says something about Germany. Maybe that's where the company is out of. It says consulting. Yeah. I don't know. Importer. So obviously made in China, but perhaps designed by a company in Germany or the United Kingdom. But yeah, there's that. I don't know. I think it's kind of a cool tool. I like that they give you some bits and pieces to make repairs to this. It would seem that right here you can take this head off, and perhaps that's where the bearings are and springs. You know, if they get worn out or something like that. I do like that this kind of spins. It reminds me of these little Husky bit drivers that I have for the small stuff. You know, the head spins so you can kind of put some weight on it and turn with your fingertips, and then you know your bits are stored up here in the head. So yeah, that is the Jorest 19-in-1 bit driver, and we're gonna mess around with this a little bit and see what we think of it, and see if it's going to go into our little EDC mini toolkit. So guys, leave a comment, hit the like button, and if you're watching my videos and you enjoy them, hit the subscribe button. It really helps us out. It tells YouTube that you're enjoying what we're seeing, and instead of them keeping all the ad revenue, it tells them that they need to share some of the money with us little guys. So thanks for watching, guys. God bless.